Hello and welcome to your Fluency Routine. How confidently can you ask questions in English? Let's find out. I'm going to give you facts about myself and I would like you to ask the right questions. We're going to practice pronunciation and intonation. So let's get started. I live in Milan. Where do you live? Do you? Do. Where do you live? Where do you live? I live in Milan. I've been living here for more than 20 years. So what do you ask when you want to know the amount of time someone has been doing something? How long have you been living here for? So the set phrase that you have to ask without really thinking when you want to know the amount of time, you say, how long have you been? And then ing. How long have you been living in Milan for? I've been living in Milan for more than 20 years. I'm an English fluency teacher. What do you do? What do you do? Do you do? Do you do? What do you do for a living? For a living. Link. For a living. For a living. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? I'm an English fluency teacher. I mainly work with professionals. Who do you work with? I have a preposition, I put it at the end of the question. Who do you work with? Who do you work with? I mainly work with professionals. I specialize in taking professionals from stuck to fluent. Again, I have a preposition. I specialize in. So what's the question? What do you specialize in? What do you specialize in? I specialize in taking professionals from stuck to fluent. I've been teaching for over 17 years now. How long have you been doing this for? How long have you been teaching? I've been teaching for more than 17 years now. Yes, I've lived abroad. Have you ever lived abroad? Have you ever lived abroad? Whenever you want to know something about someone's past experience, you start your question with have. Have you lived abroad? Have you ever lived abroad? Yes, I have lived abroad. I lived in London. Where did you? Did you? Where did you live? Where did you live abroad? I lived in London. I lived in London for 7 years. How long did you? How long did you live in London for? I lived in London for 7 years. So how long did you live in London? I lived in London for 7 years. How long have you been living in Milan? I've been living in Milan for more than 20 years and now I am in Milan. I'm working on a 30-day Fluency Routine challenge. What are you working on at the moment? What are you? What are you? Are you becomes a you. A you. What are you? What are you working on? Link the last consonant to the next vowel. Gone. What are you working on at the moment? What are you working on at the moment? I'm working on a 30-day Fluency Routine challenge. I'm going to release it very soon. This is the future. I am going to release it very soon. When are you going to release it? When are you going to becomes when are you gonna? Are you gonna? So associate these sounds, are you gonna, with a question in the future. When are you gonna release it? When are you gonna do that? I'm gonna release it very soon. It's for people who want to implement a daily routine, improve their fluency and spontaneity. So it is for people who want to... Who is this for? Who's this for? Connect. Who is it? Who's it? Preposition at the end. Who's it for? It's for people who want to implement a routine, improve fluency and spontaneity. If you want to be able to ask these questions spontaneously without thinking, you just need to repeat them out loud many times. So go through the video and work on being able to spontaneously ask the question as soon as I finish my answer. So I live in Milan. Where do you live? I've been here for 20 years. How long have you been living here for? So enjoy the process and make English part of your routine.